So one of my goals from this site was to turn absent ties into weak ties based on the common interests of business. Everyone knows that when you're graduating from college and you don't have any experience or like very many connections, it's really hard to get your name out there. So my goal with this site was to be able to let young business professionals connect with experienced professionals in a more casual way, um, similar to LinkedIn, but a little, I feel like LinkedIn is a little bit more uptight. Like you post your resume and you hope that people find you. It's not very interactive. So you can see here that once you click on members, there's a list of members, one who is active on the site, and then you can click on their name and see information about them. When you log into the site, you have to list, like where you went to college, where you currently work. You have to list your career goals. Um, and so you have the ability to message the person. You can either comment on anything. So this hopefully will allow people to get to know one another a little bit better. Another thing that I kept in mind when I was creating the site was Bartle's categories for building a social community. He said that there are 4 different categories of players, which are achievers, explorers, socializers, and killers. For my achievers, you can see underneath the login and your name, there's my achievements and it lists your total points. So I set up a badge system where people could get a badge or an award based on actions that they do, like say you commented on someone else's post 10 times and you get a badge, or if you manage a project, you get a leader badge, or if you solved a task, then you get a task badge. So my idea was this would please the achievers because their points are listed underneath their profile and it'll just encourage them to be more competitive and earn more and more. What I did for the explorers was there's upcoming events listed on the side under the calendar, and these are just supposed to be local events. Um, and so they can explore that, and also just, the question forum, they can just see what other people are doing, and it's just a place where they can look at the managed projects. For the socializers, I use the question forum because they're going to enjoy talking to people and answering their questions, obviously. For the killers basically can mess up a question forum by giving a bad answer, or they can ruin the managed projects. Basically, they have a lot of damage to do. I think with my site, the strength is that it kind of requires people to be interactive and to work with each other to finish a project. But that's also a weakness in itself because it might play too much into the achievers, because the achievers might try to take over the projects and earn all the points and not get the whole social aspect of it. And I have a problem with this manage a project plugin. Originally, I wanted anyone to be able to post a problem to make it more interactive, but how the plugin is set up, only me, the administrator, can post the problem. So what I did to fix that is I put the request button in. So if you had a problem that you wanted to post, then you would have to request it and have the administrator go through and put it on the site. So that's a big issue.